Hair is made from keratin, the same material that makes our nails and skin. It's one of the toughest materials in our body. In fact, all the hairs on our head are strong enough to support the weight of 2 elephants. Above our skin, the hair has no living cells, but deep inside the hair follicle, the base of the hair is alive. Here, blood vessels transport nutrients so new hairs can form. Normally, each hair grows for between 2 and 8 years before it falls out and is replaced by a new one. Our chromosomes are inside every cell of our body. These hold thousands of genes that tell our bodies how to develop and function. Scientists have now discovered many genes that are linked to baldness, and one of these is passed down from your mother. But it's not just men that can inherit baldness, and today, 5% of hair transplants are carried out on women. As testosterone enters the scalp, it is converted to the chemical DHT, which locks onto receptors on the hair follicles. Ollie has more receptors on his hair follicles than men who don't go bald. For reasons not known, the DHT triggers his hair follicles to shrink. As they get smaller, they produce weaker, shorter hairs. Within a few years, these have shrunk so much they are barely visible. But the hair at the back of Ollie's head doesn't have this problem, so these hair follicles will be implanted, one by one, in the bald patches.
A bunch of you have asked what's going on with my weight on the fast so far, and yes, I have lost a lot of weight, about 12 pounds in just 6 days. And they say the average person here loses about 1 pound a day on their fast, so I'm a little ahead of schedule so far. But I want to remind you again that water fasting is not really a viable weight loss method. The only way to lose weight and keep it off long term is to eat a healthy diet with consistent exercise. That's it. There's no other way around it. So the weight that you lose during the fast is all going to come right back if you go back to eating and living the way you were before the fast. Luckily for me, I've already adopted a whole food, plant-based diet with consistent cardiovascular training. So I should be able to maintain or get closer to my ideal training weight. Because I'm already living the lifestyle. So you lose about 1 pound a day on average. Now Dr. Clapper says that you're likely to regain about 75% of that after the fast during the refeeding process, because a lot of that weight loss is just water weight anyway. Your muscles are going to fill back up, your glycogen tanks are going to fill back up, and that comes with water weight. If you go back to eating salty foods again, more water weight. So he says the average person regains about 75% of that. Dr. Goldhammer says that you are likely to only regain 3 to 5 pounds of water weight, and as long as you stick to the diet they recommend, the vegan, SOS-free, no salt, oil, or sugar, that most people tend to continue losing weight if they need to, down to their ideal weight. So on a 21-day water fast, you might lose 21 pounds, regain 3 to 5 of that, and then continue down to your ideal weight. Now, on the other hand, there are people like Durian, Ryder, and Freely who would say that you're likely to regain all the weight you lost and more, because they've seen people do that. Freely fasted for 10 days at the beginning of her journey, and she said she was heavier the next year than she had ever been in her life. And we all know that she ate a healthy, clean diet. So there's a lot of different expert opinions, and there's really no sure way to know on a case-by-case basis. So you'll watch my journey and see what happens to me and have your own data point there. But again, I'm not here for weight loss as much as I'm here for healing. Down 12 pounds in 6 days, will likely continue to lose about 1 pound a day, regain some, half, most of the weight during refeeding, build up my strength, get back on the bike, get back on the whole foods, plant-based diet, and continue trending towards my ideal weight. That's a quick update on how my body's reacting to the fast so far. Still full of euphoria, feeling really good, resting really well. I slept 11 hours last night. They say most people have really interrupted sleep, might only sleep 4 hours or less while they're fasting. My body seems to be reacting very well to it, which is not always the case. I'm grateful for that. And keep trucking on. Tomorrow marks the 1 week mark. It's going by so fast. Going by so fast, water fast. See you tomorrow. All you high carb vegans are gonna love this. I can't eat it myself, but I can look at it and smell it and enjoy it. But I'm not hungry, so that's fine.